Hello, hello, hello. Hello now? Can you hear me talking? Can you hear me talking? Like, is it good enough for the page?
Hello?
It's not your internet, it's mine. Is my stuff still on the screen?
It went away, but now it's there.
It's still here.
It shows, let me show you.
Does it say hello, everyone?
Let me see the chat. I
No.
only see my chat.
Yeah, because it said that my YouTube was unresponsive because my internet fucking sucks
Oh,
because...
now it says hello, everyone. Now I see it.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey. But wait.
It is super delayed, though, because now on my headphones, I can hear you through YouTube saying what you just said to me. So there is a delay.
Yeah, it's because there's too many... Well, the Xbox is running on the Wi-Fi, and our phones are running on the Wi-Fi. Everything is running on the Wi-Fi, and I need a lot of bandwidth in order to do this, and I'm just not... I'm just not getting it with everybody hooked up to... Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about sharing this and seeing what people see. You know what I mean?
I think you just give it a go, see how it goes, and then we learn from that.
All right.
Figure out what we're gonna do.
What do I do?
Because right now it's running perfect.
What do I do with? It is. Is the sound all right?
It's delayed, but you just need to be aware of that part.
Well, that's the thing is,
like what you just said.
I don't know how much it's delayed. Is it delayed by a couple on the page? And we'll go from there, I guess. Okay, so shit. Can everybody hear me? Does it say hello everyone in Inkscape, and can you hear me? If it is in fact working, please type yes under the post on the page. Awesome. All right. Are we ready to start the class? Okay, did everybody by chance get the document that I had posted in the files section about what we're going to be doing tonight? Uh-oh, I'm getting a notification on my screen that says high CPU usage detected. You may experience performance issues. Is anybody having issues with what they are seeing? Well, right now, since I just left the screen, I brought it back up, so hopefully that is working properly. But anyway, did everybody have a chance to open, whoops, that's page 2, no cheating. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to deal with this whole my computer not wanting to work properly issue. Give me 2 seconds. At least we know now it works. Okay, so I'm going to add you guys. I just have to snap my screen in about, uh-oh, where'd it go? In about 2 seconds. That way you can see. Hold on, I'm opening Inkscape again because it clearly, every once in a while with Inkscape, you're going to get a message here. I'm going to show you my desktop. So that way you're not looking at nothing. Okay, every once in a while you're going to get an error for Inkscape, and it's because they haven't quite fixed the bugs yet. But basically that's why we need to remember to save very often with Inkscape. It does not like to be open for long periods of time. It does not like to do too many things at once, and if it's pausing, make sure you don't actually keep going with whatever you're doing, or you're going to get an assertion error, which will end up making you lose all of your document, and you won't be able to recover it unless Inkscape in fact saved a version of it by itself before it ended up shutting down. So I'm not sure if y'all ended up printing this out, or what you guys did with it, but as long as you were able to open it, that's all that really matters. So this is basically what we're going to be learning about today, that I'm going to be teaching you. I may cut this class a little short because it is already 10:30. It took me a while to figure out exactly what I was doing with this whole streaming stuff. I ended up having to pay $25 for a 3-month subscription to this program called, I don't even remember what it was called, but it's a streaming subscription. Anyway, so basically topic 1, document settings. I hope you guys have all opened up Inkscape. I cannot see any comments right now. I'm just looking at my YouTube live page, and I actually see that there's 45 viewers. But I cannot see any comments or anything that is being said on there. I do have my phone next to me, so please just comment on the post underneath the link to this page, and I'll be able to see exactly what you guys are thinking. Right now I'm just looking at comments. It keeps refreshing for me. I'm not sure exactly why. It is not refreshing for me, and it looks like there isn't really a delay either. I'm not really sure what the issue could be. It could be your internet, but as of right now my computer is cooperating, so I have no clue. I wish I could help. Karen, you're hilarious. Okay, so topic 1 is document settings. Does everybody have Inkscape open? I know I kind of just jumped into this really quick, but I'm not sure if everyone is able to open Inkscape or not. Let's see. So, when you first open a new document in Inkscape, it is set in pixels as a form of size. You do not really want to use pixels, especially if you are printing stuff out and you're using an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. You're going to want to go to, when you open a new document, you're going to want to go to File, and then down to Document Properties. It is blurry. Let's see, what does it look like for me right now? It is not blurry for me. Let's see. If you're talking about the words being blurry, it might be just because it's basically going from my screen to your screen. So it very well, it may be pretty blurry, but when we start doing images, it should not be as blurry. So like I was saying, if you plan on printing stuff out on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you're going to want to go to File, Document Properties, and that's going to open a screen over here. And see, this is where I was talking about it being defaulted in pixels. You're going to want to click there and go to inches, and that will change your numbers at the top here and along the side here, your measurements. Or you can do centimeters, depending on, you know, your geographical location and what you use. But right now we're just going to do inches. And when you change the default units to inches, you're also going to want to change the units down here to inches as well. And then right here it says US letter. Now if you're just doing an image and you plan on transferring it to Design Space, your image is going to want to be in the box that is on your screen. If it is not in the box that is on your screen, you will not be able to see the whole thing in Design Space or preview the entire image if, let's say, you're posting it in a Cricut group. People, if you have an image that's hanging half off this square, people are only going to be able to see what is on this square. So anyway, so you can obviously custom size your page to whatever you want. If you have an image, you can actually click resize page to content, and it will resize your page to the actual drawing that is on the screen. Now down here it says show page border. Hold on, let me center this so that, you know, we're more here. There we go. Alright, so we have 8.5 by 11. Down here, show page border. If you do get rid of this, as you can see, you will not have any way of seeing anything when you try to import it into Design Space. Show border shadow, I don't know why that's there. I never use it, but sometimes I leave it up. It doesn't really make a difference, honestly. Background color, you want to be transparent, because that's basically what an SVG is. There's no background. It's kind of like a PNG image as well. PNG and SVG are pretty similar when it comes to whatever you're doing in Inkscape and Design Space. So basically everything up here is just, you're probably not going to use it if you're only using Inkscape to trace images for Design Space, or, you know, write words, or, you know, things like that. You're not going to need to use all of these up here. This is mainly for if you're doing web pages. Sorry. Okay, so now now that we went over all of that, I'm going to X out of here. I'm not sure what everyone is seeing on this screen, on your computer, just because I did edit my preferences to, oh wait, you're still on this page over here. Whoops, alright, I made a mistake here. I bet you guys are really confused as to what I was just doing. Because I keep forgetting that I need to snap my screen. Oh boy. Alright, here. So we're going to snap this. Okay. Now you guys should be able to see the screen that I have been talking about this entire time. Hold on. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of this one. Oh wait, no, we want that one. So we're going to get rid of this one. Okay. Alright. This is a screen I have been moving my mouse around on this entire time, so you guys are probably really confused. So, sorry, it's all new to me. I've never used this program before. Alright, so, well, a lot of you are just joining. So, let's see. We'll do that one more time. Document properties. File, document properties. Over here. Units and inches. We want to change, when you first open, it's usually in pixels, like that. We want to change that to inches. And we want to change this to inches. And like I was saying, you guys probably followed along. You cannot see a picture if it's off this square right here. If it's off of this, half off of this, you're only going to be able to see this part right here. And this part will not be there. I always do 8.5 by 11 for my paper, just because it's easier that way. Again, you will not need to use any of these unless you're really using your images or making a whole entire page for a web page or something of that nature. You always want your background color, which is down here, to be transparent, because that's the point of an SVG. So, alright, now that we got that handled. Let's see. The next one is scroll. Okay. There are 3 different ways to scroll. I usually scroll by up and down. I use the rolly thing on my mouse. The scroll thing in the middle of the 2 buttons on your mouse, if you have a mouse that is not attached to a laptop. Also, some people use these on the sides here. If you do not see those, for instance, if your screen looks like that, you can press Control B and it will bring those up for you. So once again, you can go Control B, that gets rid of them. Control B again brings them back up. To scroll sideways, I never use these. I usually don't even have these on my screen. I usually just press Control and then use your arrows that are actually on your keyboard to scroll back and forth. You can scroll up and down and side to side. It's all about preference, pretty much. There really is no right or wrong way to scroll, obviously. Let's see. Now, the zoom, I prefer to use the keyboard commands, which is Control. So you're going to press Control, and then you can use, once again, the scrolly thing on your mouse. I know there's a term for it, but I don't know it right now. It's late. You can use that to zoom in and out. So again, you're going to press Control and then use the little scrolly thing on your mouse, and you can zoom in and out of your screen. Now, there is, hold on one second. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can zoom in and out. There's also another way to do it, which is up here. You're going to go to View, and then you'll see Zoom. Now, you can zoom in and out right here. You can zoom 1 and 1, which really brings you close up to what you're doing. So, for instance, here, I'll start typing here, and we're going to go, hello. Just to show you an example of how, what each zoom kind of looks like and how much it brings you in and out. So we have the, here, let me move that over here so we can all see it. So we have View, and then that's 1 and 1. We're going to go zoom, whoops. We're going to go zoom, and then 1 and 2, which will bring you out even more. 2 and 1, which will bring you really far in. Selection, which if you've clicked on something, for instance an image, or like right here it is the word hello, it'll bring you to the exact spot that box is in, and this is perfect for when you are editing letters or images by doing the edit paths by nodes, which we will probably end up doing tomorrow. I'm going to do a special class tomorrow that I was not planning on doing, but because this class got started so late, I figured we could continue with the second half of this class tomorrow. I just want to kind of get through really the basics here tonight. I'm guessing I'll probably end this around 11:15. Again, y'all don't have to stay. If it's getting late, you don't have to stay here. So anyway, whoops, I just opened my font program by accident. Okay, we have to wait for that to open now. Oh wait, no we don't. Okay, so we can go, so again, that brings you to the selection that you have, your box around. We can go zoom, and then, oh my goodness. Sorry, I have my mouse. I'm on my floor right now, so it's great. Oh, there it goes. All right, we're just going to cancel this. Yes, I have 2143 fonts. Okay. So now we're going to go view, and we're going to go zoom. Drawing, which again will just bring you to whatever you have highlighted. Then we have zoom page. It'll just show you the entire page up close. Zoom page width. It'll show you from side to side. And then previous zoom and next zoom, that'll just bring you like the previous zoom for what I just did would be page, and then there will not be a next zoom, previous zoom. Yeah, I was right. Would be previous, obviously, and next would be next. Now, previous window, that's, if you have multiple windows open and you have them all connected, which we will end up going over in a later class. Alright, so let's zoom out of here quick. What is next on that list? It's so late, I don't even remember. Okay, save as and save. There's two locations, obviously. This is what I was talking about earlier. You really want to save as often as you can, just because Inkscape is still kind of unreliable. It does have some bugs that need fixed. So basically, save as. We're going to save this as hello for Inkscape class 1. Okay, so we're going to just save this to the desktop as hello. Now, there's plain SVG and there's Inkscape SVG. Really, there's no difference between the two SVGs. I always just end up doing Inkscape SVG, and it comes up the same exact way in Design Space and many other programs like PicMonkey and things like that, as it would if you were to save it as just a plain SVG, which is the next option down. I do save that as a plain SVG when I am working in other software to make web pages, like design page software, but it is not necessary for what we're going to be learning. So we're going to save this to the desktop. Okay, now the second way to save is by pressing Shift Control S, which I never do, but that is another way to save. It'll bring you to that screen. As you are working on your image, so like let's say for this one, after every couple of changes that I make, I actually I do save. Now I'm going to see and wait if it ends up giving me the error message, just so I can show you what you might encounter and the fact that there is absolutely nothing you can do about it if it does happen. So like for instance, I just changed the font and I'll change the size, and I'm going to want to press this floppy disk, which is save document, so that way it saves, or again you can do Control S and it will save it as well. Those are just a couple commands that work for every single program, usually on a computer. They're just simple commands that are built into the computer. Now, topic number 5, we are on Inkscape tools, vertical top and horizontal toolbars. Okay, so up on the top you are going to see these are just the basic command icons, tools, options, whatever you want to call them, that go along with Inkscape. A couple of these, like these ones right here, edit objects, view and select font family, font size, and other text properties, view layers, view and edit XML, which you're never going to use of the tree document, align and distribute objects, which I use quite often, especially when I'm using fonts with images. If I have a font, if I have a word and then an image and then another word at the other end, you will want to use align and distribute objects. Now, these ones I have over here on my sidebar. It makes it easier for me. They're not in my way. I can, change the size of this sidebar and everything. It's just something that I prefer. Everybody's different though. So, like here, I have fill and stroke, which that is this icon right here. the one that actually says edit objects up there. And then I have, I have text right here. Align and distribute, which is what I was just talking about. There are so many options for align and distribute that there is no way any of your work should ever look off center or anything of that nature at all, just because there are so many options for aligning and like rearrange. Like, I've never used this before, but nicely arranged selected connector network, like, it's just crazy. So yeah, you should have absolutely no excuse as to why things don't match up on your projects. Then there's view layers. I use view layers sometimes. Like, for instance, if you go to my business page, I made table cards for the restaurant next door. In that case, I used layering because there were, there was an image and then a color over that image that was transparent, that was semi-transparent, and then another image over that one, and there was text and everything like that. So that is when I used the layers option. You also, if you're doing a complex image that has a lot of colors that you're tracing, I use the layers option if I want to change the colors of the layers. It just makes it easier for me, and that sort of stuff. Basically, object properties, you're never going to use this, really. I know I don't, so unless you guys know something different, I would just ignore that one. Now, so there's those options. These are also the zoom options right here. So you, in fact, do not have to go to view and zoom like we were trying to do before. I know I have a lot of health problems, and sometimes I can't feel my fingertips, which is why I was having problems going to zoom, and then, I'd end up out of it somehow, and I'd lose my spot. So here are your other simple zoom options right here. You got the page option, you have the selected option, and things like that. Now, duplicate selected objects. This is, instead of, here, I'll show you. Instead of pressing Control C, how the normal commands, Control C and then Control V, okay, you can do duplicate object. Now, this will put the object right on top of each other. The thing that I love about this most is if you are making a circle, okay? Now, to make a perfect circle, I'll give you a little hint. You press Control and then drag it out, and it will make a perfect circle. Now, you're going to, let's say you want to make a ring for a monogram, right? Instead of, here, let's make it gray. Now, instead of doing Control C and Control V, which will give you another circle, but it places it completely in a different, in a different place on the page, you can just go click on it, make sure it's selected, and go to duplicate selected objects, and it will put another circle right on top of it. Now, like I was saying, when you're making a monogram circle, this is a great option. Now, here, we'll just finish this monogram circle, so maybe you can try to do something later if you would like. This was actually, shapes was the next half of the course, but while we have this up, I'll just show you how to make a monogram circle. So you're gonna go, you're gonna make sure that both of these are highlighted by clicking and dragging around the two circles. You are going to want to go center on vertical axes and center on horizontal axes. Now, that will make the top circle go completely in the middle of the bottom circle. Then you're going to make sure they're both highlighted again, and you are going to go to path and difference. So again, path, difference. Now, you have a blank circle for a monogram. You can now put a letter in the middle, like so. And let's see, we'll do, how about the normal monogram one that everyone uses that I don't use because I'm not really a fan of it. We'll do the monogram KK one. Anyway, so that was a little side note. That is how you can make a circle for a monogram. Let's see. Now, oh wow, 49 viewers, huh? That's awesome. So, let's zoom out here quick. So now we're going to, what's the next one? Oh hey. Okay. Top toolbar we just went over. Left vertical toolbar is, that is just these. Now, the first one, oh, I forgot I made a duplicate. Okay, so the first one is obviously nodes, well, the select and transform objects tool. Now the second one is edit paths and nodes. Now you are not going to need to use this until we get further into what we're going to be learning, but this option is for, it is if you are, let's say, if you want to do a shadow on an image. It is also, see how this is red right here? You can change the shape of this image like so. So let's say, you know, you wanted to make it look like a shadow in the background. You can change this image into a completely different image and warp it however you'd like. Now, like I said, that is not going to be used until a later class. And then you have the tweak objects by sculpting or painting, which I also never use at all, ever. And I do a lot of work with this kind of stuff, but I really have no use for it. So, then we have the zoom option over here as well. It's ridiculous how many ways you can do all these different things. Again, we can zoom in, we can zoom out. We can do 1 1, 1 2, 2 1, page, object, blah blah blah. Oh, sorry, there's page. With, and yeah, it's just, some of these things are very repetitive. Then we have the ruler for measuring. Now, this can come in handy depending on what you plan on doing, but really it's not something that we're going to use very often unless you're making, you know, I don't even know anymore. It's getting really late. Okay, then we have the square, obviously, so this obviously makes a square. Then we have, this is really cool. I love this one. You can make a box, which is pretty awesome. You can do all different variations depending on which way you drag it. Then we have the circle, which we already used. We have the stars and other kind of shapes, which is really cool. I love this feature. I don't know when I made that, but apparently I made that once before because it saved it in my images gallery. I think it looks awesome. You can, you know, make all really cool images. Now, when you save these are all shapes are automatically saved as SVGs. So it's not like you need to trace the object or anything. All shapes are automatically saved as SVG files. They will come up in Design Space, just like what you see on the screen. So, then we have Spiral, which makes a spiral. This is awesome for if you're doing images with words. You can put them in spiral formation and they will they would look pretty cool. I have used this before when everybody was making the Starbucks cups. I actually did my own kind of thing, and I used this to do designs and such inside the Starbucks logo thing. I'll have to show you one time because I can't really explain it very well right now. But you can keep adding circles, and it looks really awesome. So, anyway. And then you have the scribble, which is obviously, don't ask me to do anything with this because I can't even sign my name with it. Now, let's delete all this scribble scrabble. So, then we have, I don't really use this very often either. This is just to make, you know, if you're really good at, for instance, that Etch-a-Sketch, I believe it was, which I was not very good at. That's kind of similar where it's one constant line. Now, this is a calligraphy pen. I've practiced with this before. I shake too much for that kind of stuff. I just can't do it. I shake way too much. So then we have the spray paint can, obviously, to spray paint. We already used the create and edit text objects one. Then you have the eraser, which I don't know why. Oh, because I have the fill set at, as red for some reason. But depending on what you drag it over, it will erase everything. And then we have fill bounded areas. Now, I don't have any bounded areas, so it will not work or fill anything. So that's basically what those are. Now, up here, we have select all objects or all nodes. Now, that's if you have obviously a bunch of objects and you want to, let's say, group them together, object group. That basically sums it up for what all these icons mean. Down here, it basically just shows you a summary of what you are doing, how zoomed in you are, you know, where you are on the axes. No object selected, click shift, click alt, scroll, mouse, top objects, or drag around objects to select. Now, basically, you can also change layers down here. If you have more than one layer, you can lock them or unlock them. You can toggle current layer, which is just hiding whatever layer you're working on to see what's underneath. There's just a lot of different random things that you can do and change and all that good stuff. So basically, we're not going to get into all this today. This is about snapping text and all that good stuff. All the node cheats and things like that to create your own images. Basically, I want to say that kind of sums up what I wanted to go over tonight. How many people do I still have left? I have 40 people left. Awesome. Now, that's about it, really. I don't know what y'all think of this. This was the first time doing it, obviously. Now I know what to expect, how to do it, and we can actually start this on time next time. Like I said, I am hoping to have another class tomorrow if anybody is interested. I'm going to take a poll on the Facebook page, actually, and see what times work best for everybody. I cannot make everybody happy, but if anybody has any questions, you can always message me. I cannot guarantee I can get back to you right then and there that second, but I will do my best in helping everybody do what they need to do. Now, I'm not sure, because if I open YouTube on my computer right now, it will end up screwing everything up and the lag will be horrible that goes from me to you guys. So I am thinking about taking taking questions on Facebook underneath. Oh, see, CPU detected. All right, I'm going to X out of my Inkscape screen. Close without saving. Okay, so now I am no longer in any Inkscape screens. Now, you probably see a black screen. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my webcam so you can see me. Hi, everybody. I hope that I was able to meet everybody's expectations for the first class. I hope that next class will be much, much smoother and go much smoother. I am willing to take questions. Oh gosh. Jennifer, what do you have to say? How do I set the bars to look like yours? Alright, hold on. Let me open this. What bars are you talking about? Oh, so anyway, if anybody wants to ask any questions, you can post them underneath the class, the post about the class. Is there any way to see your windows? Is there a way to see your windows you open? I'm not sure what you mean by that. 16 minutes ago, I lost her. I still can do anything, so not sure what the problem is. Can't hear anything. Are y'all seeing her windows? You are clicking and we are not seeing what you are clicking on. You didn't see anything that I was just doing? Hold on, let me get rid of my ugly mug here. Let's see. I know you guys can't see anything right now. Please, I understand that because I need to screen capture my screen. According to my screen before, I kept going back to the live streaming screen, and you guys, it was showing my Inkscape screen up as live streaming, so I'm not sure, not the windows, what you were doing. So are you saying you can't see my mouse? When you were clicking for certain things, the windows didn't pop up. Okay. So, like, for instance, when I was clicking object, you couldn't see. Can you see that I have object open? Not the drop-down windows. So what windows? I wasn't opening any other windows. I only had this screen open, and I was working on these. Okay, object. You don't see what's dropping down here? Can you see that at all? Like right now I have the object drop down. Can you see that one? We do not see your menu. When you click on the on file or object, nothing shows up. Let's see, that's kind of weird. Hold on, let's see something here. Let me see what you guys mean by that. Oh, well that's odd. Okay, I now see what you're talking about. I have no idea why that is happening. It might be because, okay, I think I know what I have to do. Alright, so basically, in order to get you guys to be able to see my screen, I had to take a, what is known on here as a source, so I had to add a screen capture. Now, I'm wondering if, hold on, I'm going to try something quick, okay? Now let's see. Nope, that didn't even work. Okay, hold on. How do we get our side toolbar on the right to the top like yours? Okay, so to get your toolbar that is on, how do we get our side toolbar on the right to the top like yours? So wait, so are you talking about this toolbar or, because again, I don't remember exactly what I changed. Oh, okay. Can everyone see my screen right now? Can anybody see this error that's coming up on here right here? Nope, you can't. Okay. Let me take a screenshot of this error to show you what is going on here now. Okay, so here, I took a little snapshot of that. Oh, you still can't see it. This right here. Nope, can't see it. All right, hold on. Let's try this again here. I want to show you because I just got the error again, but it's not showing on the screen for some reason. Window region. Let's get rid of this one and this one. What's this one? And this one. So let's see. Can you, nope. Sorry, this is all learning experience here. Whiteboard, image slide, Skype video, video playlist, text, webcam, True Vision HD, file media image HTML, game capture, screen capture. When I do a screen capture, it doesn't want to share your stream, general settings, permissions, view, projector, screen 1, active scene, whoops. I don't know why that's on there. I already bought it. Add source. I don't know why I can't. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get my screen on here. What is this? Hold on. I'm just messing with a couple things quick. Nope, that's not it. Oh, that's me. We don't want that. Let's see. Jesus. Let's see. Okay. Clearly, I am not a pro at this, and I really need to learn more about this program. Alright, let me just try to do this quick. So, Inkscape just closed out on me because I got that stupid error. So, here, let's open another Inkscape. Window. Alright, now let's see. What is everybody else commenting? Okay, so to get your side toolbar on the right to the top like mine, I believe you can click a blank spot in the toolbar and drag it, or click on the bottom of the toolbar or the top of the toolbar and drag it that way. Let me just see which one it is quick before I tell you. It takes time to learn this. I'm glad we can be here to point things out. It's all trial and error. Yes, it is. Thank you, Amber. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing really when it comes to this. I have no idea. So, you're right. It is all trial and error. So, let's see here. Alright. Whoa. Whoa. Why does it look like I have so many screens open? Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I just did... Did I somehow get you guys onto my desktop? Can you see this? What is going on? I think I got you guys on my desktop now. So wait, if I open this... Whoa. Whoa. I believe there is a glitch in the system. Because... I don't even know. Okay. Can you see any drop downs right now? Hold on. Hold on. I think I got you guys viewing my desktop. But it's so weird how that is happening right now. Hold on. Let's get rid of this. Oh my goodness, I did it. Wait, but you guys can now see my drop downs, right? Yes! Yes, you can see them? Oh my goodness. Okay, I did it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Sorry, I really didn't think that was gonna work. Okay, awesome. So, now I just have to remember how I did it. Oh, I remember now. Okay. So I went to desktop 1 somehow. How did I even do that? Well, I guess we'll figure it out. Oh, projector. I got it. All right. So anyway, that's so cool. Okay. Well, I'm glad that's done. All right. So now let's see. Okay. So you were asking about this. Now, hold on one second. All right, let me. Okay, so to change your toolbars, let's see. Hold on one second. Okay, show hide. Here we go. Oh, hey, wow, look. Okay, so, I'll be completely honest with you. I have no idea how I moved my toolbars. I don't know if they were like that previously. I have no clue. Now, if you're asking how I got these over here, I believe what I did, I don't even know how I did that. Let's see. I will have to look into that because that is a question that I don't know the answer to. I totally forgot how I did that. I did it so long ago. I don't even know. We were the ones drinking the wine. Yeah, I don't drink, so clearly it's not me, but clearly I don't even have to drink to seem like I'm drinking. I just have to not sleep for a few days like I am now. Alright, so anyway, now that we got all of that handled, are there any other questions that maybe I can answer now? Again, I'll go over all this tomorrow when I do the next class, because this was just kind of a test. I want to actually have a proper class to do tomorrow. Tomorrow I plan on having us learn about images or text, like how to number one, insert text. When you download fonts, I want to show everybody how to insert them and everything, how to download them onto the computer, and then upload them and use them in Inkscape. I also want to, wait, can you all hear each other? Or were you doing it on a... Oh, you're talking about, before I ended up having it done. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. Anyway, I'm glad you were talking about wine. I wish I was drinking wine at the time. But, anywho. Here, let's get rid of that. And, we'll add me. Okay. So, yeah, tomorrow I want to talk about text, inserting text, importing text, everything like that. Turning text into an SVG, how to manipulate text so you have a shadow background, and, sorry, I'm in my pajamas. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I was out all day, and my husband is sick. He's behind me on the couch. Not sure if you can see him. But, anyway, I want to do all that and have basically the whole class to do text. And also I want to talk about tomorrow how to trace basic black and white images, JPEG files, to make them into SVG files. And I believe that's all I really want to talk about the next class. As well as, now that you guys can see my drop down arrows, I want to just go over again what we went over today, since this was just a test class. I believe that is all folks. I hope to be more awake and have things planned out a bit more, and now that I know how to do all this, it should go smoothly, hopefully. Nothing in my life can usually go as planned, but we will work on that. So that is about it. I am going to work on a few orders now, and then I am going to bed because my daughter has physical therapy in the morning. So that is my plan. I hope y'all have a great night, morning, whatever it is for you. And again, I am going to be on Facebook right after I end this because of the CPU usage on my computer, which also might have to do with your computer as well. If I am lagging or anything of that nature, it could be the fact that you have too many windows open. If you have Facebook open, that uses a lot of memory on your computer for when you have other programs open. So during class, I would suggest closing Facebook and not having anything but YouTube and Inkscape open, just because it will slow your computer down if you have anything else open. That is about it. I see there's still 32 of you left watching my face right now. So I will let you go before you guys start having nightmares. Have a good night, and I'll be on Facebook. I'll answer as many questions as I can on there. I'm hoping to be able to answer questions using the actual, like an actual page. Oh, my husband is smoking his e-cig behind me. Oh, that's his foot. There he is. He's watching TV while I'm talking about this boring stuff. His name is Joe. Well, boring to him. I find it fun. Anyway, so yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, I will talk to you guys on Facebook, and I hope you have a good night. Now I gotta figure out how to end this, so you might see me or hear me rambling for a while, because I don't know how to turn this off, but I do know how to turn off the screen. So, have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.